complaining about my leggingness or whatever.
For sure.
Good luck in the main. I don't know if I'll talk to you till then.
Yeah, well, good luck in these heat races, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome back to the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing. My name is Kellen Brower, and I'm one happy camper because I just qualified for the first and only main event that I will attempt this year. So, pretty pumped on that, but we're about to watch some 250 heat race action coming up here at Daytona. And hopefully the stream's a little bit better for you guys with me doing it. In fact, now that I think about it, I'm going to turn up my volume again. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can see, excuse me, the stream now, and everything isn't as laggy. I apologize if you guys had problems with Jeremy streaming. We kind of knew from the start that this would be a tough one to do because it's Jeremy's first time streaming this season. He hasn't done a live stream in like a year or so now, so. But I think we should be good to go now, and we should have 250 heat race action coming up in just a minute. I'm getting messaged in chat, so I don't know if that means something. Hang on.
Channel
yeah,
switched.
I'm good, Wheels. Thank you.
Channel switched.
All right. All right, we got 250 heat number 1 coming up. 6 laps, top 9 riders transfer directly to the main event. All right, well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, and Brady, we're going to look at Brady on the start here. Long gate, and it looks like Spinelli is going to get a good jump out of the middle there on the 17. Betts from the outside coming in. Lots of riders getting stacked up, and it is going to be Tony Spinelli, LSD Racing point leader with that hole shot. Number 17, he's got Jay Naz in second with Peter up there in third early. So we'll watch these guys as they come across the line, and it'll sort things out a little better. As I said, hope the stream is running a little bit more flawlessly now, and you can hear everything. Hinders is not streaming with me. He'll be in the next heat race, and I got you guys good to go for the stream until my 450 main event later this evening. But Spinelli leads this thing. Jay Naz is second. Like just cased the triple back there. He's got round 1 winner Joaquim Noren alongside with Brady Stanley and Bronson Gasparian coming through. Tyler Lewis is up in this mix. Cody Darr. So all these guys in transfer spot. I think Bob Joe is in 9th, and then we go back to Fred Heather, Chad Green, Josh Betts is back here with Chase DeSalle taking him down. Brock Hardy, Reed Young, Aaron Robertson, Gunnar Fugler coming through. More riders going down. So Spinelli now leads this thing. Number 17 red plate machine, he wants to keep that. I believe he finished second last week to Kyle Robb, so Kyle able to pick up 3 points, but Spinelli still has the points lead after winning that first round at Atlanta, the second round of the series. Joseph Nazarek really having a good season, coming on strong here. Trying to stick with Spinelli in the early runnings of this heat race. It's crazy how fast the heat races go by, because that first lap doesn't really count, so it's more like a 5-lap heat race. Not that I care, of course. I mean, I made it, so. But Spinelli definitely looking comfortable. Him and Jay Naz both really launching the wall. Let's see what Brady Stanley does here in third. He checks up a little bit more. Like really checks up. Noren pretty much rolls it. Gasparian a little launch. Bob Joe coming from back here. Let's see what he does. That 989 machine checks up. Cody Darr, a little bit of style. Chad Green launches it as Tyler Lewis comes through. Brock Hardy's launching the wall. Gunnar Fugler launching. Reed Young rolled it. DeSalle rolling it. Fred Heather, a little bit of air. Josh Betts is getting jumped over and he gets taken out as Aaron Robertson goes by. Brian Berg was down and August Sanders is way back here with Russell Cruz. So it's just an idea of the different options on that wall jump. Everybody seeming to stay to the left side of it. It looks like it's the lowest line possible. And in this rhythm, very tricky as I was discussing earlier. You guys may not have heard me as Hinders was figuring his sound out. But Spinelli able to jump on, off, triple, and then triple over the table in that rhythm. The fast line for the 250 guys, the 250 guys not able to do the quad. Kind of bummed I don't have Jay Naz's skins. I know he rides for that Moto X Addicts 410 photography team, but I obviously have his gear, which means I downloaded their pack, but I don't have his skins. I wonder if he runs stock models like Cody Penwell, maybe. Joachim Noren back here in third. Bronson Gasparian putting in a solid ride on that 905 Tiger Designs ride. He sits in the 4th place position. That is a transfer spot to the main event as we run. He's got 2 laps left, and he's got a pretty sizable lead over what looks like P9 back there in the switchbacks. So Bronson trying to make the main tonight. Peter up here, he's getting almost landed on by Brady. These guys are battling over 5th. Peter going to go around the outside and hang on. Looks like Bob Joe right behind those guys. Is Brady going to try an inside move here on Peter? Thinks better of it. Peter hanging on for now. And Brady now gets the spot as Peter misses that rhythm that I was talking about. Thank you guys in chat for applauding me on my nice race. I'm pretty happy to make it the main. Hopefully I could do well in the main at least. I'm just glad I made it as we are on the white flag. A lap here. Tony Spinelli leading this thing wire to wire. Instilling fear in the hearts of his competitors. As we'll see Kyle Robb and Jeremy Hinders along with Jeremy Schiabro in that next heat. Those are our other championship contenders. Spinelli, of course, a points leader, but we've also got Jay Naz. I think he's 7th in points. Joachim Noren, he's up there in points. And Brady Stanley back here, he's in 4th in points, I believe. These guys are all still pretty close early in the runnings as Bronson goes down, so we'll have to watch and see if Bronson loses any more spots. Peter just gets by. That would be for 4th, I believe, so he's going to go back to 6th. Still in a transfer spot, though. Going to have to just hang on at this point as Tony Spinelli brings it down straight away up to the finish, and Spinelli is your winner here in 250 heat number 1. Jay Naz over the line. He's going to pick up a 2nd. We got to go pretty far back here. Excuse me. Back here to Joachim Noren. Noren just bringing it home. So Noren picks up a 3rd. Peter going to come home 4th. Bob Joe 5th. Brady Stanley 6th. Bronson headed to the main in 7th. Chase Cassell running that all-black gear. He's going to get 8th. And Tyler Lewis is going to get 9th. I apologize, people in chat who are complaining about the stream lagging before. Hopefully things will get ironed out a little bit better for Hinders once he comes around, because he's going to be streaming the 450 main event so that I can race tonight. Like I said, this is a one-off deal for me, so I will not be racing any more rounds after this. Just wanted to come out and at least race one of these things this year. So you're going to deal with the least amount of Hinders streaming that you can tonight, as he only had to stream the 450 heats and the 450 main. The rest will be me, and it should be good to go while you're watching me. I'm sure Hinders is going to figure things out, though, so just be patient when the 450 main comes around as he tries to sort through some lag issues. All right, cuts are in, and the top 9 looks to have stayed in the same spot as no cuts were given. So Tyler Lewis, Chase Cassell, Bronson Gasparian, Brady Stanley, Bob Joe, Peter Like, Joachim Noren, Joseph Nazarek, and Tony Spinelli are all headed to that 250 East main event tonight. All others headed to that last chance qualifier. So we are getting set to go. for 250 heat number 2. And in this one, as I said, we will see last week's winner Kyle Robb along with Jeremy Hinners, Jeremy Schiabro, several others in this one. Of course, Hinners was the guy streaming earlier, my cohort at Starter Systems TV. So we got a warm-up lap. I'm going to give you guys a rundown really quickly of who all we can expect to see in this. Excuse me. All right, we got Keelan Fuela, Ryan Spangler, Carson Tickle, Ivan Medina, Adam Holm, Jeremy Seabolt, Jeremy Hinners, Jeremy Schiabro, Cedric Alcey, Tanner Rogers, Anton Edvardson, Kyle Robb, Will Whiteley, Phil Bull, Edward Mora, Doug Oakley, Devin Davis, Clement Lana, Blake Scheiman, and Sean Ogden, all in this 250 heat number 2. Of course, after this heat race, we will take a quick little break and then come back with 450 semi-action. A lot of heavy hitters, as I noticed, did not make it out of the 450 heat. And I guess I should apologize because I took up some of those spots. Or took up a spot for them to get in. So we'll see those guys in the 450 semis. But we have got 250 heat number 2. 6 laps, top 9 of the main. JLV moonwalks his way off the track. And we are a go here at Daytona. Who's going to get the start? Looks like a good one from Doug Oakley on that 70 machine as he crunches everybody off. But it's going to be, looks like the 140 maybe of, the 440 of Sean Ogden. He went through the hay bales in the second turn, but he comes out with the lead. Oakley ends up second with Kyle Robb right there. Devin Davis in the mix. And then we got Keelan Fuela with Anton Edvardson, Jeremy Hinners, Jeremy Seabolt, Jeremy Schiabro. So many Jeremys all coming down here on this long straightaway, but it's Sean Ogden, the Brit, leading him as he goes down. It's going to give Doug Oakley the lead. He's got Kyle Robb right behind him, Devin Davis lurking back there as well. Kyle Robb chooses a very outside line. Fortunately, he's able to rail around it and hold on to the position as Davis made a mistake. And now Robb slides out and goes down, and he's off the bike. Going to lose a lot of time, but doesn't even look like he's going to lose a spot. Where the heck is everybody else? Here comes Clement Lana, today's EMF 250 winner, battling it out with Jeremy Seabolt. And Seabolt going to get the spot. And now Lana under attack from Adam Holm. They both come up short on the double. Then you see Jeremy Hinners squeaking his way in here on the 14 machine with, I believe, Ivan Medina right there. And Cedric Alcey, Clement Lana up the inside, going to hang on Hinners as Medina goes down. Lots of riders getting hung up. And your early race leader, Sean Ogden, is buried back here, right here on that 440. So not the way Ogden wanted to come across the line after lap 2 when he came across leading the first lap, but see if he can't get himself back up there. So we got a guy flipping on the triple. We're going to go back up front, see what's going on. Oakley still leading this thing. Here comes the 24 of Devin Davis. He's trying to get in this mix, battle for the lead. Oakley launching the wall. Davis not far behind him. They both go pretty far. Really stretching those 250 machines out. Davis going to try a wide line and come across. Not able to make it work, but now he's going to pull alongside and get the move done. Oakley cuts back underneath. They're going to go side by side into this corner. Oakley back underneath, side by side down the straightaway. Good battling. Oakley gets a good drive, and they're going to go side by side over the finish line. Davis launches. Oakley stays low. They're still side by side coming up the Dragon's back. And Oakley, for now, looks like he's going to hang on as he just nudges by Devin Davis, and Davis swings wide out of the inside and takes them both down. Little too aggressive for Devin Davis as Kyle Robb takes the lead, and Davis gets going. Oakley trying to get back on the track and get himself situated here. Looks like he's going to get passed by a couple riders as Davis comes through in second. Now we got Lana, Seabolt, Hinners, and Oakley on the mix as Oakley goes down again, it looks like. This is another spot to Cedric Alcey in the background there. Somebody saying my name in chat, don't know what you're asking. But we are watching this battle for P3. Clement Lana right in front of Seabolt and Hinners. Oh, Seabolt with a mistake. Hinner is going to get by on the inside using that bucket helmet as he's ashamed of being a diddler. Calls it the good luck bucket. Looks pretty foolish if you ask me, but that's okay. It's a video game, folks. What do we care? So Rob able to stretch out a nice little lead over Devin Davis out to 3.1 seconds here as we circulate on lap number 5. I just got a message in chat. I'm going to wait till after the race to look at that. And I just see Devin Davis absolutely launch the wall in the background there. He's really trying to move up on Kyle. Davis looks pretty strong here. It's a bummer he wasn't able to keep a little cooler head with Oakley and make that pass cleaner. Or else he would be pretty far out in the lead by now. But we're on the white flag lap. Rob comes up short on the finish. Davis looks like he's going to get it just fine. So we might have a battle for the lead coming up. We got Lana battling with Hinners back to Seabolt in 5th. Cedric Alcey, he comes across in 6th with Doug Oakley battling Schiabro. That is 7th and 8th with Adam Holm holding down the final transfer spot. Carson Tickle back there trying to work his way up with Kiwan Fuela. So the top 9 all pretty close together realistically as these leaders over here just going back across on the middle section of the track. So not even but 2 corners ahead maybe. I know the straightaways are longer at Daytona, but that's still not very far as Kyle Robb launches the wall and gets it clean onto that inside roller. That was how people were doing qualifying laps, particularly in the 450 class. You saw some ridiculous lap times of low 1 flat minute rates in the 450 class, and that's exactly some of the things they were doing as Kyle Robb brings it down and wins 250 heat. Number 2, Devin Davis picks up a 2nd. Jeremy Hinners clicks his ticket to the main with a 3rd. Seabolt gonna get P4. Cedric Alcey back here, he's gonna get a 5th with Oakley picking up 6th. Schiabro 7th. Lana slips back to 8th, and Adam Holm does indeed pick up that final transfer spot, and he's got about 5 seconds in hand, 5.3 seconds over Fuela, so cuts should not affect that. We will wait to see, though, if it does. Actually, you know what? We're not going to wait to see. I got to run real quick. I'm going to get myself a glass of water, but we'll be back on the other side of this break with some more of the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing.